So let's dive right in and let's start with setting up the DMs, the direct messages that you want to go out to everyone who commented or raised their hands on your post. As you can see, I'm sharing my screen with you. I'm on my Facebook and I have just posted a hand raiser post myself for our upcoming challenge. So I'm going to set up Genius Posts, and why not take you with me and share the process to show you exactly how to set it up and how everything works. So again, starting with the DMs, and as always, I am going to head over to my extension bar to find the Genius Post logo, which is this little icon right here. I'm going to click right there. And then I'm going to go over to the menu on the top right corner and click segments. Like with all of our extensions, we want to create a couple of segments, a couple of different message variations that we are going to bring together in a group so that Genius Post can automatically rotate those for us to avoid we're sending the exact same message to everyone over and over and over again. This is to make sure we fly under the Facebook radar, we keep our accounts safe, we don't get flagged, restricted, or banned from Facebook or anything like that. I already have saved a standard greeting right here, which I can use for any of the group messages I set up for future posts, which is, you all know it, basically just a hi, first name, hey, hello, etc. But of course, that's not my entire message. So I want to add a new segment and I'm going to give this a title. The title only you can see. And when you are going to be putting your segments together in a group, this is how you can recognize which part of your message this is. So you can put them together in the right order. So I am going to name this Challenge Invite Part 1. Then I know exactly where to place it. I've already prepared a little document here to save some time where I typed out the messages I want to add to my segments. The first one being, awesome to hear you want to join our upcoming free lead gen automation and acceleration challenge. Add. But again, we want to be able to rotate different messages. So we're bringing across the same message, basically just using slightly different language or wording it a little bit differently. So that's why I have a second version right here. I'm going to create another message, paste it right here and see what I'm doing. So it says, great to see you are ready to automate and explode your lead flow by joining our upcoming challenge. And again, I'm going to click add. I want to add one last variation of this message. Copy and paste again. Love that you're keen to join our upcoming free challenge to explode your lead gen. Way to go, action taker. Add. And I'm happy with this. 3 is enough for me. And I'm going to save this segment. But again, this is not all for my message. I want to add a link to the registration page as well so people can sign up and I don't have to manually share any information or any additional messages unless people ask for specific information or have other questions. So I want to add the next part of my message, which I am then going to call Challenge Invite Part 2. Just to make it easy for myself. And then here is a first variation of that part of the message I want to send out. Here's the registration link for you to sign up. Link, of course. Once you've registered, you will receive an email with all the juicy deets. The challenge will officially kick off on October 11th, but there's a tiny bit of pre-work, such as downloading the automation software. All of that will be explained in the email though. And I'm going to add this. Again, a second version, just wording it a little differently. Copy, create another message, and paste. There we go. add, and I'm going to do that one more time. With this last variation, I've typed out copy and paste and add. That's it. Again, we're at 3 different ways, and I'm going to save this segment. All right, that's all that I want to be sending to people. So now I want to put my greeting, my invite part 1, and my invite part 2 together in a group. So I'm going to head over to the menu again, but instead of going into segments, I am going to go over and click groups. I'm now going to add a group, and this is where it all comes together. So again, I can give this a title only for me, but when I'll be setting it up to my post, I have the option to choose the message I want to send to the DMs, and I can choose this title I'm now creating, which I am calling Challenge Invite October. All right, then we want to insert those message segments we have just created. So I'm going to click here, message segment. I'm going to start with the greeting. Then I want to insert another segment, the next part of my message, which was Challenge Invite Part 1. And then I have a last segment that I want to add, which was, let's see, go down a little, Challenge Invite Part 2. So that's all of my message put together, and everyone who replies to my post will now receive a DM, which is the entire message, but from each segment, it will pick a different variation and put them together. So add, save message group, and that's it. And again, this is just an example of what I am sending based on my post that I'm going to be using it on, and based on the goal I have with this post. But your messages can be very different, of course. Possibilities are endless, really. You can directly share your lead magnet or a link to your lead magnet. You can direct people to a registration link, a landing page, even your Facebook group, whatever it may be. But this is how it works and how you set it up. In the next one, we'll be looking into the auto replies that we want to send out to everyone who commented on the post. So we'll auto reply to them and then send a message and bring it all together. So see you in the next one.